image gallery, nothing but Google Photos or Facebook photo albums. So okay, so like that we can create the photo albums by using CSS properties. Can be used to create photo gallery. Okay, so here for simple example, take one HTML form, image gallery, image gallery. So in that image gallery, first of all take div tag, within div tag, so one image control, the source. So for example, we can take photos like images. So create one image folder, and add some photos. Okay, so here some photos in there. So here we have to give the image path in source attribute, and next first image and alt image, alt attribute, okay, kit, and the image height and width. Height 100, width 100, height 90. Okay, so next, so to display the image description in the bottom of the image, take one div tag. Okay, so now we can write some CSS properties. Style. So first of all, image class dot image class, image class, CSS properties are first padding 6 pixels, next margin also 6 pixels, next border 1 pixel border and solid border style, and next height, auto height, okay, and width also auto, okay, and the float left, and text align center align, okay, and width 25%. Okay, so this class will apply to first div tag. class equal to image. Okay, and the next class is that image class. Within that image class we have image element. Okay, for this image element, uh, display inline, and display inline, and a margin 6 pixels, and a border. Okay, for the image border, 1 pixel border and a solid. And the next CSS is for the description. Okay, description class. So this class is applied to the div tag. Class equal to description. And there is some CSS properties for the description. Textual and centered. Okay, and the description will be in center align. And font weight. Okay, font weight means font weight bold or okay, font weight bold or normal. Okay, next width, width description width 110 pixels. Next margin 6 pixels. Okay, so now write some description. Okay, so image 1 description. So now run this example. Okay, so image is displaying like this. So now we can decrease the width. Okay, so image is displaying like this. So like this we can copy this div tag. Okay, and change this image for third image. Pattern. Okay, so we are applied all the images. The third description and fourth image description and fifth image description, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Okay, 8 images is there. So these 8 images will display like this. When you refresh this, okay, so image gallery. Okay, like this we can display the image gallery. Okay, so image and with the description. So like when you want to change the image style, when your mouse hover on that particular image, so right for dot image and image tag and hover. Okay, so when our mouse hover on the particular image, so border will change. Border 3 pixel border and solid, and the border color is red color border. So now on this. Okay, so like this you can display the image gallery. Okay, so write simple properties, image class, and within that image class we have one image and the image description. Okay, so for image main div tag, padding, margin and border height and width. Okay, float and text align. And next one is within that image class we have image tag. For this image tag, display inline and margin 6 and the border. And this is the forward class. And this is description class. Okay, simple class. So now image gallery is displaying like this. Okay, if you have number of images, you can place. Okay, so number of div elements like this. Okay, so by using CSS properties, we can create the image gallery. And the next property is opacity property. Okay, so image opacity are transparent. Okay, transparency. So using CSS opacity property. CSS opacity property is used to create transparent images. Okay, so the CSS opacity property is used to create transparent images. Okay, by using CSS, it is easy to create the transparent images. So here in use opacity property, and the value takes between 0 and 1. Okay, 0.5, okay, or 0 or 1. Okay, so the value between must be 0 and 1, 0.45. So like this we can take the opacity values. Okay, so this opacity property works in latest browsers like Google Chrome, Firefox, Opera. Okay, so like this. So but in this opacity property will not work in Internet Explorer. Okay, IE. So for IE we have to use filter property. Okay, so filter property and alpha. Okay, so alpha, in alpha opacity equal to so 40. So 40 means it will convert to 4.0 and 0.4. Okay, so this value between 1 and 100, 0 and 100. So this is for IE, this is for rest of latest browsers. Okay, so Google Chrome, Firefox, Opera. So like this. So an example on opacity property. So create one HTML form, opacity, and I want to display one image. Okay, and source deserted JPG and alt attribute, and height 200 and width 200. Okay, so now write some CSS properties. Style for the image tag. Okay, directly we are using element selector. So opacity 0.5. Okay, so now run this example. Okay, so image is displaying in 4.5 opacity, and if your mouse over on that particular image, okay, you can display full with full opacity. Opacity 1. Okay, it will display with full opacity. Okay, so like this. So whenever mouse hover on that particular image, the image will display with the full opacity, and when our mouse hover when our mouse out of the image, okay, moving out of the image, the opacity is restored to the old value. So go to inspect element, and you can see here opacity 0.5. So like this, the value is between 0 and 1. Okay, so now in Windows 10 it is working fine. Okay, the older versions we have to use filter alpha opacity property. Okay, for older versions. Now in this latest version it is working. And next one is rounded corners. Rounded corner property. Using CSS, you can give an element. You can give an you can give rounded corners for the HTML elements. Okay, HTML elements. So using CSS3 property, so using use CSS property border radius property. Border radius. Border radius property. Okay, specifies rounded corners. Okay, so here we have three type of rounded corners. border color, rounded corners, and the second one is background color, rounded corners, and third one is background image. Okay, rounded corners. So these are the three types to apply the rounded corners for the HTML elements. So for example, create one HTML form. Rounded corners. So take one div tag, okay, with some content. Okay, and this one is border color. Okay, border color rounded corners. So right here the properties class border color rounded. Okay, so this is the class name. First of all, border radius, 25 pixels. Okay, and border color 2 pixels, solid, and a red color border. Okay, so next padding 20 pixels, and height 200 pixels, and width also 200 pixels. Okay, 220 pixels. Okay, so apply this class to this div tag. Okay, so border color rounded color. So now run this example. At 226, 276. Okay, so this is one type of rounded corners. So we can increase or decrease the rounded corners by changing the border radius property. So you can increase. Okay, so up to 140, 150. Okay, okay, so like this you can apply the rounded corners. Okay, so second one is border color rounded corners, background color rounded corners. So same div, okay, same div and the same content and background color rounded, and the class name is border color, background color. background color rounded. So apply this class name to this, and instead of border, use background color. Okay, so background color is, and the text color. Okay, so now run this example again. Okay, so this will display like this. Okay, so background color with the rounded color. So to display these div elements side by side, okay, use float property and left. Okay, so now these two div elements will display side by side. Okay, if you want to, uh, if you need gap between these two div elements, use margin property. Margin 10 pixels. Okay, so gap is created between these two div elements. And the third one is background image rounded colors. So take same div tag, background image class name. Okay, and dot same CSS properties. Okay, so but small changes, instead of background color we use background image. Okay, and the URL image slash so directly we can use disa.jpg. So now run this example. Okay, so background color is background image is applied. Okay, so like this it will apply background image. Okay, so border color rounded colors, background color rounded colors, and the background image rounded colors. So these three ways we can apply rounded colors. So like this we can create rounded colors text boxes also. Input type equal to text box. Okay, and the placeholder first name. Okay, and ID is IDR class txt name hash txt name border radius 15 pixels, and font size 20 pixels, and text box height 100 pixels. Okay, so text box border 2 pixel, and sorry, corner is, and the text color you can only text color. Okay, so font size we can increase. Okay, or we can decrease the image text box height. Okay, so 40 pixels. Okay, so you can now you can type here that font size is changed, and text box height changed, and applied rounded corners for the text box. Okay, and the border. You can increase or decrease. Okay, so rounded corners. So this is the rounded corners property, and the next property is shadows. Okay, box shadow and text shadows. Two types of shadows available. Shadows. Two types of shadows available. So first one is text shadow, and second one is box shadow. Okay, so using CSS properties, okay, text shadow and box shadow properties, we can apply shadows for the text and boxes. So for example, within the Ronald Canvas example, so I want to apply shadow for the text content. Okay, shadow for the text content. So within the first div tag. So use text shadow property. Okay, text shadow property. 1 pixel, 1 pixel, and 2 pixels, and the black color shadow. Okay, so now run this. Okay, shadow is applied for the text. Okay, you can find out shadow for the text. Okay, so blue color shadow is applied. Okay, so this is text shadow, and to want to box shadow also. Okay, for the div tag. use box shadow property. Okay, so we can apply for the second div the box shadow property. 10 pixel and 10 pixel and the gray color shadow. Okay, see here, gray color shadow is added for the second div. Okay, so like this it will apply the shadow. Okay, okay, so text shadow and a box shadow. So these are the two properties. And finally, so pagination properties. So pagination property nothing but so for example Google. So if you search for anything in Google like okay, so border radius. Okay, so the result number of results will display here. The number of links and in the bottom of the search. Okay, so page numbers will display here in Google. Okay, 1 2 3 4 up to 10 numbers, and you want to display next pages, you can click on next button. Okay, or you can directly click on the page number. Okay, so to implement like this, okay, pagination. Okay, page is divided, okay, for the 10 records max. Okay, so for every page 10 records will display. So create an HTML form, pagination. So use another list, okay, and another list, and li tag. Within li tag we need anchor tag previous button, and li tag anchor tag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those are 10 pages, and li anchor tag next button. Okay, so if you run this example, the result will display like this. Okay, to apply the pagination styles, so style tag dot pagination class. In pagination class, display inline block, okay, and padding 0 and margin 0. Okay, so this is pagination class for another list, pagination. Not pagination. In pagination we have li tag. For the li tag, display inline, and anchor tags also is there in pagination li a, and anchor tags color black, next to float left, next to padding 8 pixels and 16 pixels, and text decoration. So text decoration none. So now run this example. Okay, so the pages styles will display like this, and you can change by some another property, pagination li li tag a dot active class. So active class nothing but a selected page name. Okay, selected page. Background color gray, and the text color is black color. Okay, so selected color class is equal to active. Okay, so this is the selected page number. Okay, for the selected page number will display like this. For page hovers, the page number hovers, same color. Okay, and cursor is pointer. Okay, so pointer uh, property in display hand tool. Okay, so like this we can implement the pagination styles. So this is selected class name. Okay, to know the selected page number. So these are the CSS properties.